What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap Tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same, like cook cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's that good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college. Though, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the get subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Good news you can use. Good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody's college. Though, big dog. Tap in with that tap in. If you ain't tapped in with that tap in, you feel me? You feel me? Hit that like, hit that comment, hit that get subscribe button. Everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. And if you feel like you want to be a part of this Trap News Network, we're looking for correspondence, hit me up on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX, Trap News Network. Hit us up, man. It's a lot of people, so we've been getting back to everybody by this week, and we will have hit everyone back, so you know what to do to go forward to be a part of this Trap News Network team. Hit me up on Instagram, though. But we finna slide over to the food community. Big shout out to the food community. They holding it down for the Raza. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. We finna see what they got cracking on their side. Black Southsider speaks on what it's like being a Black Southsider in a LA County jail, being a black man running with the Mexicans. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
Did you see anybody like get punked like crazy in there while you were in there?
I heard some fools catching fades in there.
Homies?
Nah, they were for sure black fools. I could just hear it.
Because that's the thing. I know.
I just heard this.
For Extra be talking about that a lot.
I just heard this.
Yeah.
Sometimes in the morning you hear feet like this, and then you hear grunting like some fools getting packed, and then you hear like get up.
Speaking on the black, did they mistake you and be like, oh?
I ain't gonna lie, they did.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the homie though. It was the officers.
Oh, okay.
They asked me, "Oh, you running black? No, Hispanic. Are you sure? What do you mean? Am I sure? Like, what the fuck? Are you sure? Like,
yeah,
come on now.
Like in this.
Obviously, I'm not gonna take that risk and say that if I'm lying. I'm not gonna be like, no, actually, I'm just playing black, nigga. I said Hispanic.
Yeah.
You gave me that shit, made me feel like, what the fuck?
No facts. There's a lot of famous people going to LA County Jail. Did you run into anybody famous or a rapper?
I did not.
No?
But I ran into the fool that I said that recognized me. He said he grew up in Peso's hood. That he knew Peso since a kid. I forgot his name, I swear.
Who, Little Emme? Oh, no, he's not.
Nah, he's not a rapper. He's like, he don't rap, no nothing. He's just like, he's just some fool that said he grew up right there by South Park.
Yeah.
And he will be right there posted.
Oh.
There we go.
Type shit. So you...
A baddie just walked in. Oh.
Yeah.
What's up with it?
So it wasn't really no problems then when you went in there. Everything was straight.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, you're asking some crazy shit? Matter of fact, I got one crazy thing that happened there that I never seen ever in my life. I seen some black food smoking spice. Straight up in my cell.
In your cell?
In my cell. I was celled with the black. I was celled with the black in LA County in a 4-man cell.
I thought it was like you were gonna be sold with nothing but Hispanics.
Straight up.
So they mix you in there.
They just throw you in there, bro. There's homies in there though. Like when I walked in there, I didn't even get to walk to the first cell. Some fool walked up on me. You homie. Like they literally have 3 fools right there waiting at the door when people are barely coming in to ask if you're homie. Like it's their job to do that. Like they don't even let you breathe, fool. Like you have to walk in there with your hood rehearsed. The second you step in there, where you from? You're gonna hear that. Like, are you homie or where you from? Like, not even on no bang shit. They need to make sure like who's homie, because if like 8 fools come in, I happen to be one of the 8. They're right there like, who's homie? You're not homie. Get the fuck out of here, like, you know. Then when they find out you're homie, boom, then they just chop it up with you.
That fool tried passing you the spice or what?
He did. Straight up, I was about to say that.
And then?
Hell no. I was like, hell no. There was a Belizean homie in there. Shout out to that fool. That fucking fool had colored eyes. That fool was tall as fuck. He used to play Major League Soccer. I'm gonna give that fool his flowers. That fool looked like a fucking how do I say it? That fool looked like some tall ass Spaniard fool, and that fool just like low. That fool just had stories for days. That fool's old head too. But he was all like when that fool offered me that, he was like, nah, he can't do it. He runs a homie, he can't do that. And then I was like, yeah, you should already know. Like, no.
Yeah.
And then that fool, it was all like, no one has a no. Like, I'm a no. It's my fucking opinion that matters. I don't want to do that shit.
From you saying,
it's always interesting to me that Black Southsiders will talk about other blacks as if they're not black. Like, you know you black too. He's like, yeah, the blacks. But like, you're black. You technically are the blacks. Literally. But should nobody be smoking spice, period. You feel me? Should nobody be smoking spice. But we're not going to act like the Mexicans don't be having habits inside the jail too. They don't talk about it publicly. I'm not even going to cap. It's always, oh, the blacks was doing this, the blacks was doing that. And I'm not going to lie, bro. The Mexican community will make it seem as if the blacks just be in there running wild and reckless, and the Mexicans run such a tight-knit community. Everybody's so sharp. Bro, I've seen with my own eyes Mexicans in the jail nodding off on heroin, snorting crystal, all kind of stuff and all that. If it's jail, if it's drugs in jail, it's junkies in jail. If there wasn't no junkies in jail, it wouldn't be drugs in jail. And the LA County jail system specifically has more Mexicans than blacks. So by default, by statistics, by numbers, we're pointing out junkies, considering that the mass population is not the blacks, it is the Mexicans, who obviously has the more junkies within their ranks and regions and all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that every Mexican that go into the jail is a junkie, but y'all for sure make it seem like every black that go into the jail is a junkie. For sure. For sure. You feel me? So all I'm going to say is this. In most cases, it's the Mexicans getting in jail. It's the Mexicans getting drugs through the LA County jail in anyway. They the ones who got the relationships more times than not with the COs to be able to make them kind of plays and make them kind of moves based off whatever situations and structures have been pre-established prior to them getting there and getting the keys to the door. So, you know, let's just kind of throw that in there. Let's not to mention, especially if you're on Wayside and Supermax, go ahead and flip them bunks over. It's all kind of stuff in them little empty poles. All that shit is hollowed out. Niggas is hiding shit in the beds. Come on now. Let's get back to this Contiana though.
Shoes on when you go to the when you're out and about. Like, was there any other form of like somebody had to come like put you up on game while you were on there?
Hell no.
That was the only time.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? The only reason that happened, because yeah, I didn't need to be laced up like that. I am a youngster, you know, but the only reason that happened, like I'm laced up, right? The only reason that happened is because I've never showered in jail, like with everyone, and that's where it was happening at. I will go right there and get butt ass naked and shower like a grown ass man, not thinking I'll shy. There'll be a couple fools with their boxers on over there, like
what the
making
fuck?
it more awkward. You know what I mean? Why you
Wait, fools be showering like with their boxers?
with their boxers on? And then they go in like they're too scared. Like I dropped my shit, went showered straight up with the bars up, boom, 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 scrubbing my ass straight like that. And after 2 days of doing that, he came at me the third day like, "Hey, you can't be doing that. You're home. You got to put on your shoes." He was like, "Where?" Because I even told him, I was like, "Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen that they gave me no real shoes. You probably have to buy one." Because I didn't think they were shoes. Like I said, they were halfway shoes, slides, like some Yeezy crazy ass shit. You could see through them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm over here thinking like, these for sure ain't my real shoes. So I was like, yeah, I heard that we were gonna have to go to yard and this and that, but we didn't go because that stabbing happened or whatever the fuck. And then I was already getting ready in my head like, damn, what if they get me in trouble because I wear these? Because I didn't even think those were shoes. And he was like, yeah, those are the shoes. Wear those in the shower. Be ready all times.
While you were in the county, you weren't worried about like, you weren't worried at all then? From what
I'm not gonna lie, hey, straight up, when I went in there, I was kind of worried because I knew I'm the only one from my hood. Like, think about it like that. I had to make my hood look as good as possible. So and I know like, for a fact I did that. Before I was walking in there, I was mentally getting prepared for that. I'm the only fool from the Central Valley when I walk in here. It felt like that new kid going to school with no friends. Think about it like that. You go in the first day of school and you ain't got no friends. You just moved to that town. That's what it felt like.
Did you feel like a sense of like being nervous or not?
I did. Hell yeah. But you know how I broke the ice? When I was getting booked in for get my little medical fucking wristband, there's hella food sitting in there like at 3 a.m. waiting to get housed. Like you can tell they've been there forever. They're hella mad. They want a bed and blankets already, but they're just right there. Just got there, probably mad as fuck that they got caught. You know what I mean? There was a group of homies like of 6, 7, and there was one spot open in the middle, like in the worst spot ever. And I was thinking, fuck, those fools keep staring at me and they look like they're homies for sure. They're Hispanic. They're all right there laughing at the TV. And then after I got my medical slip, I'm like, fuck. Now I'm standing there and I'm awkward. I'm like, fuck that. I walked over there to those fools, straight walked up over there. And I was like, hey, you fools mind if I post up right here? And they're like, I seen them look like, who the fuck is this? And then when they see me, they were like, yeah, hell yeah, come over here, come over here. And I was like, hell yeah. And I went to go post up. And that's when I told you that fool from supposedly lived in Peso's hood told me that. Like, oh yeah, I know Peso and shit. Yeah. He's like, I've been hearing your name going around, but I just didn't know what you look like type shit. They were all tripped out. Don't forget about us when you get famous. How fools be talking like that.
Do you want to give a shout out to?
I don't remember. I ain't gonna lie, I don't remember those fools' names. Like when you bang on someone, you're more focused. I don't know, but I'm more focused on making sure they hear my hood loud and clearly. When they say their name, I forget. There's hella homies. Like you're not gonna remember every homie's name.
Yeah, type shit. I feel
you know what I mean? Unless you do some unremarkable ass shit. My first day I'm gonna meet you, I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Unremarkable.
The homie. That's the homie. What's the name?
Yeah.
But otherwise, you meet homies, you just say your name, this and that. You don't really remember their name, bro.
Yeah.
When you shake hands with 15 people and you have to bang your hood 15 times, you're not gonna remember that 6th name. You get me? That happens all the time.
That last story got a little bit of tricky. You know what I'm saying? Bro was like, hey, so what was old dude's name? Oh, yeah, I don't even remember, bro, blah, blah, blah. I ain't saying nothing, I ain't saying something, but that do make the story look a little, you feel me? But regardless of the fact, man, God bless that young man, and I hope that he can continue to live a life of success. Good luck to bro in his music. Good luck to bro and everything he got going on in a positive aspect. And we hope that he continues to stay out of unnecessary situations like the Los Angeles County jail system, because that's just 100% unnecessary. We up out of here to the next one, though. Y'all know the deal. It's red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free. Avenue Angel Tweet free. Go.
It's like, dang, that's crazy because your mom be on some positive workout stuff. I mean, for
I
the energy.
I know. I know. Now she's got to sit her butt down for a little bit. Because, she be
Busybody.
in and
It's
out of,
like
she be flying in and out of town all the time. She was
got
here for
everything right.
Mother's Day, and then you blink,
Got it
she's
right.
gone.
Oh, yeah. Nah, hell no. Yeah,
Hmm.
don't have me flip out on somebody. Everybody been
Honey,
thinking I'm crazy.
honey, I'm on the
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, wife. I know, wife.
Okay.
I appreciate you so much,
Mm-hmm.
and I love you,
Love you too.
and I don't even know how much I love you. So all
Mm-hmm.
the stuff that people been saying, I know it gets to you. You recording?
Of course I'm recording. You,
Oh,
you laughing, Callie.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's crazy.
People don't think we talk about things like this. So,
Why they don't?
because they, we only put out what we want to give them, but they think we don't talk, things about our kid and things aren't normal stuff, but we do all the time. So I had to show them that we do.
No, no, definitely. We have to give them more, more of us because we still a mystery to the universe. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, you've been doing an amazing job. Talking about
Mm-hmm.
an amazing job with everything, holding everything together. And I
Mm-hmm.
know that it's stressful,
Mm-hmm.
very, very stressful. In
Yeah.
and out.
I'm just glad that my mom comes in town all the time to help out, because she definitely, is a blessing, you know.
That too, but
Hmm.
God sitting her down like you've been moving too much
I know. I know.
because she been every other man every few days she be there.
Yeah, I know. I know. Now we're gonna have to fly to Arizona to go see her. Right? We gonna go see Nana. We'll go see Nana. Maybe
Yup.
after Kathy comes. Right? When Kathy comes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Not definitely after Kathy comes. But how you dealing with your grandma's death?
It's a lot. I missed her so much already. And it's like, I feel bad that I didn't go see her over these last few years. But she had dementia, so it's like whenever I would call, she wouldn't even know who I am. It kind of sucks. But what you gonna do?
But no, but you could at least remember her for the last
Yeah.
time you seen her. Instead of
Yeah.
uh,
Last time I saw her when she had a sound mind, it was so funny. She was cussing like a sailor. She used to always have a potty mouth. So funny. I wish you
no,
had
but
a chance to meet her. She was so nice. God-fearing woman.
no, of course.
That's why God blessed her with 98 years. She lived a long time on this earth.
Yeah, and that's why I be when people be saying, "Oh, my grandma is dying" and stuff like that, and I have to think about like, how old is your grandma?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how old they are, though, baby. It doesn't matter. When you lose a loved one, it doesn't matter how old. You're still gonna miss them and be sad.
Yeah, but how old you want them to? I mean, how many years you want them to live?
I
Because
hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. It was past, her
after
time.
yeah, it's punishment after that. I mean, after what
Mm-mm.
80 something years, it's
Well,
like,
I'm
come
gonna
on,
tell you
like
something. Women in my family lived to a very, very long age, especially on my father's side. Like my great great grandmother was one of the oldest people in Trinidad. I think she lived till 100 in 13, I think. She was
Better.
record breaking.
Well, if you gonna live that long, I'm hoping that thing still works.
You so silly. Nah, I don't know about all of that now. I don't know. That's where
Yeah,
companionship plays a lot into it. Okay? You're
I
gonna
know,
need you
but
a
we don't
good
have to keep
companion.
that wet. Yeah,
That's why I
we
don't
have
know
to
why I'm
keep it
paying all
wet.
this money for this life insurance because I don't see I feel like I'm gonna surpass it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, your
Mm.
ass pay for everything. I know there's a million boxes in the front of the living room.
What are you talking about? What you mean? With Amazon? Yeah, Amazon definitely get it.
Amazon, man,
Amazon
Amazon,
definitely get it.
yes, man, all the
Shoot, I
damn
know all
workers,
the delivery people now.
all of them. That shit is crazy.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad that um, things get better, a little easier at a
Mhm.
time. It's a little easier to me we when we talk, we on the same page, and my mind is easy. You know, in here it's like they be doing a lot of kid things, and then when I get on them, then they be like, oh, you always tripping on us. You always doing all this, like, but I don't.
Mhm. Yeah, because they're young and they get you
What
guys
about
down
you?
on lockdown for so much stupid stuff. It's like somebody got to check them because ain't nobody want to be in lockdown all the time.
Man, and they be like, oh no, Kenny coming, he tripping. Oh no, like, oh, something gonna happen, like, bro, like, just be cool. That's all I
Mhm.
want is people to be cool and mindful. But I love you. You know
Mm.
that beeping sound,
Oh, you starting to beep
and I
already?
miss
Dang.
you. Yeah, I miss you,
I miss you
and
too, baby.
I can't wait until we back on the same scene,
Mhm.
wrecking and doing what we do.
Hmm. I can't either,
All right.
baby. All
Make
right.
sure you respond to my messages,
All right, I will.
all of them.
I will.
All right, bye.
Okay, bye.